What's your definition of
secondhand stress?
We decided to conduct our own research based on secondhand stress. So we asked a wide variety of different people a series of questions about this topic. So we created a documentary film based on whether stress can be contagious and their personal experiences with secondhand stress. So what exactly is secondhand stress? With a similar process as secondhand smoking, secondhand stress operates in a complementary way. When you see someone stressed out, do you ever get stressed out? If so, you are a victim of secondhand stress. For conducting our research, we decided our angle, which is stress is contagious. So it can be represented like the domino effect. If one interacts with a person that is initially stressed, they can second-handedly contract stress.
Do you believe stress to be contagious?
It can be if you're around other people who are always stressed out. It can affect you, even if you're an easygoing person, but you're always around negativity.
Yes, I believe stress can be contagious due to people's actions and how they go through their daily life. If you catch on to their habits, I believe they can come to you and then catch stress that way.
Stress being contagious. I believe it is because when my mom is like really stressed out about work or this and that, it just like when it happens and she's like angry because she's stressed out, it rubs off on everyone around the house and just like makes it a really unfun, like not a good place to be, and you want to leave. So yes, I do believe it is contagious.
Definitely. Yeah. Just like if you were to smile at somebody, they're gonna smile back at you. It's kind of contagious that way. I think it's the same way.
Studies have shown that secondhand stress can be as threatening to your health as firsthand stress itself. Researchers say that you can get stress from facial expressions, voice frequency, odor, and touch. You are 4 times more likely to get it from someone you know rather than a stranger walking on the street.
I think it's human nature to have secondhand stress affect you. It can initially affect you, and then you can be like, wait a minute, that's not my problem. And you can kind of brush it off, but I think everybody's guilty of it.
Probably at home. I have experienced secondhand stress with sometimes my family has financial issues, so when my family has financial issues, then it becomes a stress on me, and it becomes a stress when it comes to like doing schoolwork and homework and things like that, because you're worried about that, and so you're stressed out about financial issues, and then you're stressed out about schoolwork.
It's hard to say if you could prevent it or not, just because like I don't want to be stressed out because my parents are around me or someone else is stressed out around me. It just kind of happens. So I don't think you can really prevent it, except to try and help that other person through their stressful situation.
You can ignore the person who's being stressed out or the problem is being stressed out. It can be cold too. You can feel like you're being apathetic, but if you just realize some things are out of your control, then you'll be less stressed out.
At the end of the day, if you just kind of take it all one day at a time, kind of keep a good mentality, keep positive, you won't have that issue.
It affects my life because usually I'm a pretty happy person. Like I'm really energetic and positive. But then when I'm really stressed out about it from someone else, not necessarily one of my own problems, it just puts me down. You just want to sit back and not do anything. You don't want to go see anyone or talk to anyone. So it makes me very antisocial and unhappy.
So why do we feel these things? You can blame mirror neurons. Mirror neurons can be found in every human being. They're used to recognize actions and help us understand the meanings behind them. For example, feeling empathy for someone who's in a stressful situation.
As said before, secondhand stress can be as threatening to your health as initial stress itself. It can lower immunity and cause people with secondhand stress to be more vulnerable to diseases such as the flu or the common cold. The effects of secondhand stress includes headaches, sleep loss, loss of sex drive, and it tends to stimulate the appetite, which makes one susceptible to weight gain.
It kills you. It occupies your mind, it makes your heart beat fast, it makes you cranky, and nobody wants to be around you. It's bad enough to be around old people in the first place.
I think it's more mindset. If you're somebody that has a strong mind, it can really affect you.
approach it from a stranger across the room, like just looking at them being stressed out?
In a library, probably not. Somebody shooting up the place, and yeah.
I don't think so. I mean, it depends on the person. I believe the only way to catch stress from another one is to let yourself get stressed out. But if you're good about it, then you won't let stress from an unknown person catch you.
I believe in certain situations, as in like, if someone was just standing there but they're like super stressed out and you can't really like see it in them, then like no, not really. But then if someone's like working really hard and they're like running back and forth, just really scattered out, and then you sympathize with them, you're like, wow, I feel so bad for you, because you can tell they're stressing out, and you kind of just like, you're like, okay, I want to go help them. So, well, at least for me, I'm gonna go help them.
At the end of our research, we've concluded that most people would believe that secondhand stress is real. Although you can't really prevent secondhand stress, you must have a positive state of mind to at least overcome it.
So what exactly is secondhand stress? I did it, yo!
And there's like nobody here at the library today.
Oh my god, I am catching your stress.
That is initially stressed. Dang it!
The Middle Passage. This is about the slave trade. I learned about this.